Let's be real for a second. Most people have this secret belief that getting rich is some magical lottery, or that it's reserved for the lucky few who inherit a fortune, launch some genius tech startup, or somehow get into an early IPO allocation that explodes overnight. That's the fantasy. The reality? Building wealth has far less to do with genius and far more to do with boring daily money habits, habits that compound like crazy over time. If you've been feeling stuck, paycheck to paycheck, or unsure where to even begin, stick around. Because today we're breaking down daily money habits that actually make you rich, no matter where you're starting from. Forget the myths. You don't need to be an investment banker in New York, a venture capitalist in Silicon Valley, or someone with hedge fund connections. You just need systems, discipline, and the ability to play a long enough game. Subscribe the Wealthy channel and let's dive in. Number 1. Track every dollar like it's a soldier. Think about your money as an army. Every dollar you spend or invest is like a soldier you're sending out into the world. Some soldiers fight for you and multiply, others disappear into a black hole of useless consumption. Most people don't even know where half their soldiers are going. They buy coffee here, late-night snacks there, a subscription they forgot about, and suddenly their army has been scattered without a general. That's why the very first daily money habit is brutally simple. Track every dollar that leaves your hand. Not weekly, not monthly, but daily. Too many people do a budget check at the end of the month, only to realize their card took dozens of little hits. A 7-Up latte doesn't destroy your net worth, but 30 of them stacked without consciousness is over $200 gone. Money that could have been an Apple stock buy, a contribution to an S&P 500 index fund, or partial equity into a dividend-paying ETF. Here's the insider trick. High net worth entrepreneurs don't budget reactively. They budget proactively, every single day. Open your numbers, track your cash flow, and keep receipts of yourself. Think of this like checking your scoreboard. You wouldn't play a basketball game without looking at the score, right? The same goes for wealth. Number 2, pay yourself before anyone else. If you make $2,000 or $20,000 a month, the rule of wealth is identical. You must pay yourself first. The broke majority pay everyone else first, the landlord, the grocery store, the subscriptions, and then hope there's something left. Spoiler. There rarely is. That's how people go decades working without ever becoming wealthy. But the rich, they set aside their cut immediately. No excuses. Even if it's only 5-5, it wires your brain that wealth creation comes before consumption. Over time, those slices grow into 6- or 7-figure portfolios simply because you gave your future self the first shot. Here's the magic part. It doesn't take much. Just $10 a day invested into the S&P 500 could grow into over $600,000 in 30 years, all because you treated your wealth like a bill you can't skip. But remember, setting money aside is half the puzzle. The other half is building the daily mindset to actually watch your money grow instead of set it and forget it. So here's the next daily wealth habit. Number 3, read your money daily. You scroll Instagram, check your texts, maybe even stalk stock news about Apple shares or real estate prices. But how often do you check the only dashboard that truly matters, your own money? Wealthy people don't fear their numbers. They open their apps, look at what their dividend ETFs paid out that day, track their rental property cash flow, or check how their portfolio is compounding. It's not about being obsessed. It's about awareness and ownership. This is like stepping on the scale in fitness. You can't improve what you never measure. And in wealth, the act of seeing your net worth, whether it's $50 or $500,000, creates momentum to improve it daily. Number 4, spend with intent, not emotion. Let's be real. We've all had a day where stress makes Uber Eats look like salvation. Then you wake up the next morning feeling full but not richer and $50 poorer. That's emotional spending in action. And here's the thing. It's not the occasional splurge that wrecks wealth. It's the daily unconscious spending patterns. That pair of sneakers you didn't need. That gadget you didn't really want after 2 days. Those $40 dinners that felt deserved, but quietly stole all the money you couldn't find to invest. Rich people don't spend less because they're joyless. They spend deliberately. They ask, will this improve my life or will it be forgotten in a week? One trick? Implement the 24-hour rule. See something you want. Wait a day. 9 times out of 10, the craving fades. That pause protects your portfolio. Number 5, ditch debt daily. Debt is the anti-investment. Every interest payment is the opposite of a dividend. It's compound growth working against you, and debt doesn't sleep. $5,000 on a credit card at 20% interest quietly becomes $6,000 in just a year if you do nothing. The way out: daily attacks. Don't wait for the perfect moment to dump thousands in. Throw something at it every day. 5, 5, 10, $20. Each strike is momentum, and momentum is how people escape the trap. But here's the secret most people miss. You don't need to be debt-free to start creating wealth. You just need to slay the high-interest monsters: credit cards, payday loans, personal loan traps. Once those leashes are gone, your cash can finally be freed to march toward investments that build you up instead of bleeding you dry. And the best part? That freed up cash is exactly what fuels the next daily habit. Because if all you do is get out of debt and budget better, you'll stay stuck. Real wealth only happens when you build walls of income higher than your expenses. Let's talk about that shift. Number 6. Build income walls, not just budget fences. Here's a harsh truth. Nobody ever budgeted their way into wealth. Budgeting is defense. It saves you from losing. But offense, building bigger income walls, that's how you win. Daily, you should be thinking, how can I raise my income floor? Can you freelance for an hour today, sell something online, write a post that builds your personal brand, or scale a side hustle an inch further? Those daily inches stack up into streams of cash that make your entire financial life stronger. That's how entrepreneurs ramp their wealth. It's not austerity. It's multiple income walls, cash flowing in while investments compound silently in the background. The wealthiest people you know aren't frugal monks. They're smart earners. And here's the kicker. The extra $50 you add in daily income today could be the stake that buys tomorrow's rental property, funds tomorrow's hedge fund opening, or seeds an entire dividend stock portfolio. But to take advantage of those opportunities, you need more than cash. You need knowledge. Which brings us to daily habit 8. Number 7. Learn one new thing about wealth daily. Information is like compounding interest. You absorb it daily and soon you're multiple levels ahead of everyone else. Every day, aim to learn one tangible wealth-building tactic. Read about real estate markets. Study index funds. Learn how entrepreneurs cashed out on their IPO. Watch how wealthy investors protect their equity growth with hedge fund strategies. Why? Because knowledge is opportunity radar. People think rich investors get lucky, but luck is really just being educated enough to see an opening before everyone else. Give yourself 15 minutes daily podcasts, newsletters, videos. It compounds. And when opportunity knocks, an undervalued stock, a rental property in a growing market, you'll already know how to evaluate it. But education alone doesn't guarantee wealth, because the fastest way to accelerate into wealth is to surround yourself with people who are already ahead, which sets us up for habit number 9. Number 8. Network with money-minded people. Here's something schools never taught us. Your financial destiny is tied to your circle. If 5 of your closest friends are broke, constantly complaining, joking about debt, and rolling their eyes at investing, where do you think you'll end up? On the other hand, if you put yourself daily in circles of investors, entrepreneurs, even small local groups of people talking about index funds or real estate, you get pulled up. Ideas rub off. Opportunities pass your way. Even habits shift. Networking doesn't have to be sleazy. It's as simple as commenting on a post, hopping in a financial Discord, or attending a meetup. Over time, these daily touches create a powerful net worth boost simply because wealth likes to flow in groups. The rich aren't magic. They're boringly disciplined. Wealth isn't about extraordinary IQ, luck, or finding an early IPO allocation. Wealth is about patience, small, consistent actions, and the compounding force of time. I'm grateful for the chance to share these insights with you. If this video made a difference, like it, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe for more powerful tips. Now, if you want to know why the rich don't save money, then watch this video. I'll see you there.